Hi, today we're going to talk about cancellation agreements and we're going to understand how we can create PDF files on automation. So, as you can see, this is a cancellation agreement database that I have created over here, which has all the details related to cancellations. So, everything that you see from start to end, I have created three demo records in the database, and we're going to convert these three records into PDF files completely in automation. For this, we're going to use an automation tool known as PDF Output. So simply sign in inside PDF Output and you will see a setup screen like this where you need to set up the automation to generate the PDF file. The very first thing which we need to do is we need to add this particular database onto our selection screen setup. So what I will do is I will just click on setup automation, and I've already added few databases before, so you can just simply click on reconnect, or if it is disconnected you can simply click on connect motion. So click on that and it will allow you to add the database onto the selection screen. So what I will do is I will just simply copy the title of the database which we have. So let me copy this title and I'm going to enter this inside the selection screen. So I'll just click on select pages. But before that, I need to ensure that I'm selecting the right account. So this is the PDF output workspace. So I'll just select that particular account from this list and I'll click on select pages and I'll put the database title inside here. As I do that, you can see it is showing me the cancellation agreements. Click on this and now it is added up. Okay. So I'll click on allow access. Now this gives access to the database which I can use for the automation steps. So let us wait for a few seconds as it is going to load. It is asking us to name the automation. So let us name it as cancellation agreements and I'll click on create. As I do that, you can see the database is already added up. So let me reload the database once so that it gets added up correctly. So we are going to wait as it is going to load the particular database over here. And once it gets loaded up, we can add a document for the setup. So let us wait for a few seconds. So the cancellation agreements database is added up. Now let's add a document for this. So click on select Google document. If you already have any existing template, so I already have created this cancellation agreement template which I'm going to use. So you can create such kind of template on your end and you can use that, or else you can go with an empty document, or you can choose a demo document which will create the placeholders automatically. But I'm going to select an existing document, so I'll click on this and I'm going to choose this particular document which I have shown over here. So what I'll do is I'll go to the document section and you can see it is showing me this cancellation agreement. Click on this and click on select, so that template gets selected. Okay. So it has just created a blank copy as I don't have access to this. So what I'll do is I'll simply copy this entire text. So I'll copy over, then I'll click on continue and I can simply put the text inside this particular document. Okay. So if you do not have edit access by any means, just simply copy over the entire stuff from the template and put it onto a blank new template. Okay. So I'll just paste it and everything is automatically put inside this document. So let me rename this document to something like cancellation agreements template. Okay, something like this. And in this particular document, if you observe, I have added certain fields inside double curly brackets. So if you closely observe, we have the cancellation agreement date. Now, if you see the right side, you will see all the properties of the Notion database coming up one below the other. So whatever properties you already have on this database, it is automatically reflecting onto the right side over here. Okay. So let's say by any means you want to add the cancellation agreement date. So let me remove this and let's say I want to add the date over here. So what I'll do is I will simply click on copy over cancellation agreement date. It copies that entire text, go over to the document and simply use Control V or Command V. It will automatically paste the property onto the document. Okay. Similarly, if you want to add the party name, so I can simply search for the party name and it will automatically show up. I can click on copy and I can add it over here. So let me remove this and I can paste it. So copy paste all the properties, whatever you need, onto the document at the right spot, and everything gets mapped correctly onto the document, precisely the place where you want to have it. So we have added all these fields that you particularly see. So let me put it in bold so that it gets visible correctly. And when it will be generated, you should be able to see the particular document with all the placeholders correctly created. Okay. So let me put it in bold and I'll just put this particular part in bold. So you can obviously modify and edit the document as per a requirement and it will precisely work howsoever you want to modify. Okay. So I'm not going to do any more thing after this. So I'm happy with all the setup. What I can do next is I can define how the PDF file will be named. So I want to choose the particular party name, or maybe let's say I want to choose, yeah, I want to go ahead with this party one name. Okay, so the first party name, I want to select that. So I will simply select party one name from this list, and all the PDF file will be named as per this particular column. And if you scroll to the right side, you will find these three additional columns created: generate PDF, PDF file, and Google Drive file. So any record which is set as ready to generate will be converted to PDF and it will be stored in the PDF file column. Okay. So make sure you mark your records as ready to generate before you start generating the PDF file, and it will automatically convert it to PDFs over here. Alongside this, you can also define a Google Drive folder where you would like to save the PDF file. This is completely optional, but if you want to save it on a particular folder in your Google Drive, you can select this and choose any particular folder. All the PDFs will be saved over there. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to download the PDF. So I'll click on download PDF, and you will soon start to see the PDF file of this particular document that you have added over here. It will start generating in this PDF file column. Okay. It will also download the PDF file onto the downloads directory, so you can check from there as well. But we will also be able to see the PDF file populate in the database. So let us wait for a few seconds as it is going to automatically populate. And let me refresh this once, and we should soon be able to see the document come up in the database. So you can see the two documents have been added up. Let me click open and check this document. So you can see it has replaced all these properties, right? Whatever we had added in the document. So if you observe, we had added all these placeholders inside these particular fields, and it simply mapped those placeholders correctly from the database values. Okay. So let me show you the output over here. Yeah, so we have all the placeholders that have been mapped from the database, and everything has come out clean as it should have come out, and everything is looking neat as well. Okay. But the best part of this automation is once everything works clean, you can simply click on setup Notion automation, and this will create an automation to run forever. Okay, which means once you click on this button, it will create an automation setup which will continue generating PDF every time you mark the record as ready to generate. Okay, so let me show it to you once again. So I'm deleting these files and I'm going to set this record as ready to generate, and you will again see this PDF file coming up over here directly inside the database. So this eliminates the need to use PDF output again and again to create a PDF file, as once you mark the record as ready to generate, it will automatically be converted to PDF and it will store over here. Okay. So once you set up the entire document and the automation, simply click on setup Notion automation, and you can forget about this tool, and you can simply go over to the database, add a records, and simply mark the record as ready to generate. It will be converted to PDF. Okay. So you can see it generated that PDF once again, and it is already generated over here. So I can click on that and I can see that all the values have been correctly mapped as I expected. Okay. These two records will also be converted to PDF file. Besides this, let's say you have different cancellation agreement documents. So this is one template which I have created. Let's say you want to use multiple templates, but on the same database. Okay. So what you can do is you can create another automation. You can select the same database and you can choose the new document over there. Okay. And when you do that, you should be able to see that particular document pop up in the selection. So you can simply select a particular document what you want for any respective row. Let's say for this particular row, I want to use this document, and for another row, I will select the second document. It will generate the PDF accordingly as per your selection. Okay. So let me quickly show you that thing. So this is like cancellation contracts part 2. I'm going to create this. So let me reload this, and I'm going to create a blank document. Let's say, okay, I'm going to create a blank document. I'll click on continue, and I'm just going to quickly add few fields so that we are able to complete this demonstration. So let's say I'm going to add agreement date. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on copy. I'll go to the document where you want to paste it. I will use Control V or Command V, and it will paste it. Okay, so let's say I'm going to put the agreement name. So I'm just randomly creating a document over here without any specific guidelines. So let's say I want to put party one name. So I'll just put party one name. Yeah, I'm going to stop over here. So what we have done is we have created a new document, and now I'm going to simply click on setup Notion automation. Before that, I want to select this as the agreement name. and I will click on setup notion automation. Okay, so it will create a new automation for us with this particular document that we have added, and it will automatically show up in the database. Okay, so now if you click on this particular column, you should be able to see these two documents come up, right? So let me remove this document once again, and I will map this particular record as the second document, and this one as the second document as well. Okay, so now I can select multiple document on the same database, and it will again create me the PDF using the document that I've added up over here. So this works really well dynamically. You can select any template, and as many templates as you wish to add, you can add it. It will automatically create the PDF as per that specific template. And also everything is automated, so everything happens inside the database, and you can simply connect both the things and you can start generating the PDF right away inside the database. This makes it super easy and convenient to use. Besides this, if you have any questions or any queries, you can simply head over to the home page, scroll down, you will find the contact section, and you can send me a message right away with your queries. Or else you can go and send me an email at notionformyuse@gmail.com. That is where I will be able to assist you with any queries on this issue. Okay. So I'm just waiting for this to generate a PDF file, and then we will wrap up the demonstration and complete this process. So it just takes a few seconds, but it definitely will generate, and you can see it has started processing this document, and soon that will be converted to PDF file. Okay, so you can see that it has created this PDF file with the agreement name. Okay, so if we closely observe, we must be having agreement name somewhere over here. Yeah, this is the name. So you have marketing services agreement and logistics and distribution agreement. That is how the PDF file have been named because we selected that, right? So let me click open to show you the PDF of how the output has been generated. So this is the second record. As you can see, it has created a PDF using the second template, and this is the first template. Okay, so you can obviously add more and more records, and you can simply define the document type, mark it as ready to generate, and it will be converted to PDF. I hope this demonstration was clear and helpful to you. If you have any